Welcome back to the channel. Levi is headed out for a trip into the bush. So long story short, they're headed out to a remote lodge. It's fly in, fly out only, and him and his dad have a couple weeks worth of work, just kind of doing things like some remodel work, working on their cabins they have up there. So you're stuck with me solo for 2, maybe 3 weeks. We're not really sure how long Levi's gonna stay. I cannot reiterate enough that I kind of made Levi go. Levi's mom lives right down the road still. She did not go with. I have amazing neighbors if I need help with anything. Levi set me up, made sure propane tanks were full, water tanks were full. I'm gonna be totally fine, but you're stuck with me. Home sweet home, except it's just kind of not the same right now. Oh no! Luckily, just found out they do have Starlink up there, so I will get updates and whatnot from Levi. So that's kind of a big relief. I was going to be really bummed if, at best I was going to get some text from our Garmin InReach once a day tops. So, really grateful for Starlink. We're gonna work on staining. I want to get this chicken coop stained before winter. And then we have one more side of the skirting to get done. It's something Levi was stressed about doing before he left. And I said, leave it to me. I'll get it done. So now I have to actually get it done. No. Did you go play with your bucket? Where'd your bucket go? Get your bucket. Sometimes he wants to help with things that I just don't need help with. This guy's got some sawdust. Kind of trying to get that off. And then just from this door leaning down into the gravel, got a little bit of that. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a chicken coop. Kind of knew going into it we should have stained the coop before putting chicken wire on. Oh, that's a real pain in the butt. But I've got most of it. I need to get inside the coop. I have a bunch of spots that are still in the sun, and you're not supposed to put this stain on under direct sunlight. So we're gonna shift to the skirting, and tomorrow probably finish that up. And then there's a few spots that I can't get to without a bigger ladder, and 7 months pregnant, I'm not getting on a bigger ladder, so. Okay, I didn't get very far. I don't know if you can see with the sun behind me. I didn't get very far at all. But I'm getting worn out, and I promised Levi that I wouldn't push myself. So it's already like 4 o'clock. Here's your excavator, Benny. Henry's a mess. Obviously have some chores to do before bed, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, get the brush cleaned up, and I'll get I still didn't name the rooster. I'll get the last couple things that I can reach done tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be just as good tomorrow. Who is covered in water and dirt? Well, you've had a fun afternoon, so come on, buddy. Let's get this cleaned up and we'll take a break before evening chores. Levi's very particular about things like getting the brush clean. He's much more particular than I am, which is good. He's not by any means some like Nazi husband. Don't take that the wrong way. But he likes to keep things good and clean, so I want to try and honor that while he's gone.
I'm not sure what this. We should go look at this tank.
See what's going on there.
I thought you were talking about the great thing. Fresh to me. It hasn't even been raining.
Yeah.
Go like this. Look at that front truss.
Size 12 boot.
Good morning. Things that Levi does every morning, day one. Start the coffee, feed the dogs. They're angry. Everybody's like, Levi just is a superhero and like leaps out of bed and gets so much stuff done in the mornings. And I'm 7 months pregnant and trying to pull myself together every morning. Yep, we'll feed the dogs in a second, buddy. I do always cook breakfast. That is my... Henry slept pretty good though, which is good. We're really lucky Levi has Starlink where he's at. So we can like video call with Levi and stuff in the evenings before bed. And I think that's helping Henry not be so confused. He's getting to see his dad. So that's good. I know it. Oh, geez. But the colder weather for me just means we're going to have a baby soon. Hold on. Cheese? What do you say? What do you say? Henry. 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 It's not want it that bad. Please? Thank you. All right, mister. Oh, you get my shoes? Thank you. I think I'm going to put my boots on, though. You know where those ended up? No. Oh, this is a big one to keep up on that Levi always does. I guess it's getting cold enough to need the choke now. Is to keep up on our solar power, our solar batteries. The sun is getting to be at kind of a weird angle right now. So our solar panels just aren't getting as much sun as you would think where they're at. We are going to upgrade our stand or whatever you want to call it so we can tilt them. We kind of just whipped them up so we can move into the cabin. Thank you. Thank you. You can see all of his little piles in the driveway. So that tub plus maybe like a 50-pound bag of dog food, like reusing the bag, I'm going to keep full of dirt. I think under the back deck for the winter so I can pull it out come like February and start seeds. Then I don't have to buy soil because like look at this pile. I shouldn't have to buy soil, but if I let us get 3-4 feet of snow on it, I will have to buy soil. So putting him to work here. Let's get that stain brush ready and wrap up the chicken coop stain, at least what I can reach before the sun hits it again. Good morning. How are we doing?
You said something like that, it makes me wonder what else is happening. Exactly. So yeah, like y'all aren't crazy.
All right, buddy. Want you ready to get in there? I'm gonna have to hold my dang stain the whole time, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Looks like they liked that pot roast, but not so much the juices, huh? Okay, buddy, let me in.
Make those posts and get angry with me, then I've won.
Thank you, buddy. That's so helpful. Oh gosh, that is just, you rock. Hey, don't scare him. I'm not worrying about anything that I have to get on the stool to do at this point. I tried a little bit yesterday and kind of felt dizzy. When you're pregnant, you kind of lose that center of gravity, like your balance easier. So we're not gonna risk it. We're gonna leave that two-tone. We're gonna leave a lot of this high up stuff. Hopefully we get a good sunny day when Levi gets home, even though it should be like monsoon season by then, and we'll let him grab it. But I'm just getting kind of the important things, the things that will go gray first, like the plywood. I'm gonna get a little bit, well, I think I'm gonna go start on the skirting, depending on how the sun's looking on it. And otherwise, I've got plenty of other stuff to do today, so we're gonna keep moving. Come on, bud. Can you bring your brush? We've got other places to stain. All right, attaboy. That, and I'm getting worried about how much stain I have left for the skirting, so. Well, we got totally distracted today, but that's all right because look at what we went to the neighbors. Look at those honeyberries. Oh yeah, look at those. We went to the neighbors, did some berry picking. She has like 10-year-old honeyberry bushes. So every year she picks like 30 pounds for herself and then calls us up and is like, come get some. Frankly, we could have got like triple this and she'd still have plenty. So that was a lot of fun. Henry had a blast. He was eating Saskatoon berries, all kinds of stuff. Oh, he likes those. I might have to come steal some too. The honeyberry bushes that I have, she gave me. So they're going to take a long time before they're anywhere near as prolific as hers. It's almost 5 o'clock, so we'll take a little break before dinner. I'm doing really well, just not overdoing it. So we're gonna keep heading down that road.
Get that. Naples, Florida. Let's talk to. Telling her the truth about your financial situation, saying I would love to be with you and spend time with you.
I have been like almost 100% supplementing the chickens' feed with garden waste. It's been awesome. They really like this bolted lettuce. I'm gonna keep a couple to save seeds from. Hello, Henry. You gonna go finish my watering? That's scary. Anyway, I'm gonna save a couple to save seeds from, but I've been taking them all of the bolts a few days at a time. Did you just throw dirt at me, mister? Because I'll beat you up. Oh, back there he goes. Anyway, the garden's been helping me feed the chickens. I'm gonna set up an indoor fodder system this winter to keep getting greens to them. Watch where you're stepping, babe. You guys go. We had a day in our little town doing laundry, going to like a library reading program. Did video it all that day. It's kind of good morning. It's kind of nice to get a break from the camera for a little bit. Yesterday was all day editing, which is usually really hard without Levi. Henry will split my attention with the garden, with cooking, with all kinds of stuff, but that laptop comes out and you want me to dirt with you? I can dirt with you. Henry really likes my pile of garden dirt. Anyway, he splits my attention really well with like dishes and the garden and stuff. He does not split my attention well with the laptop. The laptop comes out and he is just like, he's crazy most of the time. So usually, ooh, a couple mosquitoes. Plane. Sounds really high up. I don't think we're gonna see him. And yesterday he let me edit all day. It was phenomenal. So big progress there, which meant today we just kind of slept in. We're taking it really easy. Good morning, Paul. Excuse me. No, we don't need it in there. Come on. Gus is roly-poly. Hey! What do you think you're doing? You're crazy. Hey! Oh, slow down. You took Henry out the other day. So I'm not giving the chickens a ton of food this morning, because I might do a little garden work. We'll see. But I've always got some garden scraps I can give them. I've got some bolted lettuce and spinach. I've been giving them a little bit every day and they love it, and it saves me on feed. scratch this up. What are you doing, Crazy? As you can see, the garden is pretty happy. This row of potatoes is much happier than the other two. I bought all of these potatoes, seed potatoes, where these are the ones I saved. I don't know if that's the difference. I don't know if maybe the center of the garden got tilled better. The edge ones are not as happy. They did have like a lot of weeds over here. I kind of thought it was a good idea to hug this row up to the fence just so it would give me more growing space across the board. But at the end of the day, it made it impossible to weed over here. So lesson learned there. Greenhouse is super happy. Let's get snuck in here. We're just really thriving. Nothing, I don't have any color on any tomatoes yet, at least that I've seen. So, but they're all pretty happy. Nights have been getting a little colder, more in the high 40s. My neighbor did say we hit 39 the other night, so it's like a little bit of, a little bit of mad going on, but overall not too bad. Pretty happy with how many tomatoes I'm getting. And then look at these peppers. Oh my gosh. They're coming. And I love it. You want to go down there? Yeah, we can go down there. I want to look at the raspberries anyway. So bossy. Want to check for raspberries? They're over here. So this has gotten super grown in. But what you gonna do? You only have so much time in the day. A lot of this is like new growth. And I didn't get much water this year because I'm not walking down here to water. And we didn't get a lot of rain this year. So here they are. Oh my gosh. We've got some raspberries. Holy cow. Henry, come check this out. Leave a couple for him to pick. Holy smokes. Henry, come here. Come here. Check this out, dude. Thank you. Yeah. Look at it. Dude, look at all those. Oh, they're falling right off. They're so ready. Here you go.
Oh.
Look at all these elderberries. Yeah? No, not those. Nope. Come on. Not those ones. Yep, thank you. That's the problem with teaching him to pick berries. Now I have to explain which ones we can and can't eat. Here's some rose hips that are getting there. One thing about Alaska is abundant with berries. I know you want more, baby, but that's all we got right now. Not those ones. Come on. No. Levi left me with a bunch of lunatics. These calendulas. And we're gonna dry them out. Uh-oh. We're gonna dry them out. I want to learn to make soap. So Oh, he's eating strawberries. This is the problem with teaching him to eat berries. I've got to watch him when we're in the woods. Yeah, everything in here is safe, but except now I probably will never have strawberries for myself again. Are you eating my strawberries, mister? Were there any good? Don't try to eat the rocks. Yeah, there's one over there you could have. Looks maybe a little old. Oh, that one a little gross. I think I talked a little bit about this before. I like way overseeded this bed of lettuce, and what's actually been really nice is collecting these little like thinnings, if you will. Like I'm pulling the whole plant to give the plants around it better airflow, but then we're eating these super crunchy leaves. And then everything else just keeps growing. I've been really enjoying this. Careful. Don't step on those. Come on. Off. Thank you. Look at these cabbages. They're crazy. Look at that thing. I'm going to send a picture to my professional gardening neighbor and see if that's ready. I mean, to me that looks like a ready head. I'm a little worried if I leave it too long, a bug or something is going to get to it first. So maybe we'll harvest that in the next couple days. These onions are ready. So let's go ahead and get them. I wanted to wait for a drier day. It rained a little last night. But I don't want them to start rotting. So let's get those pulled. These are those potato onions that my neighbor gives us that kind of grow in like a garlic clove kind of way. Here we go. And like 2 that didn't make it. I've got more in the greenhouse that I started a few weeks ago. And I've got more over here. I filled in a little blank onion space where my big onions are to see if they can grow fast enough before the weather cools off. But it's already pretty chilly. So anyway, I don't want to wash these. I want to let them cure for a little while. My lettuce is also like so clean. I think someone's trying to tell me something down here. You want to go for a ride? What do you say? What do you say? That's not what you say. Choke it. Duh. Spolt. You guys want to go for a run? Alright, buddy. Was that satisfactory? Was that fun? We went up and down the driveway like 3 times, found some more raspberries, wild ones, and it's nap time. So, we're going to take our garden harvest inside. Alright, lunch and a nap is over. What I'm going to do is just lay these out on this generator box. This is our like wintertime generator box. We're not using it, but it should stay out of the sun here to let these guys cure. You think we can go work on the compost pile, bud? Come on. I'm gonna get the Gorilla cart and get some ash in it and dump that on my compost pile. Stir it as good as I can. Got lots of good ideas on how to get it stirred better. The one I liked the most was to have a second bin that you just move all the compost from the first bin to the second bin, and that just kind of is going to naturally stir it. Really like that. I need more pallets, and there was no pallets at the local store yesterday, so. Okay, pull it that way for me. Yes, I'm gonna go get a shovel. Go that way. Okay. All right, let's get a little ash out of here. The only thing that's been burnt in here is just straight up rotten wood, spruce, birch, you name it. No trash or anything. Yeah. So we did toss some fireweed in here. Oh look, this sent a seed. That's kind of cool. I want to actually save some seeds for fireweed this year. Plant them where I want them. But we pulled these from like behind that back potato row that I was saying was kind of a problem. And threw them in there, and I realized I actually don't want any more greens going in. So kick them out. We're on day 7, day 6. Levi's been gone a week. Like a full week today. We're not thriving. Like, if I'm being honest. And that was my whole plan with this videoing, is to be honest. Henry has been incredibly toothy for 2 days, 2 nights now. I mean, like, waking up 3 or 4 times a night upset. You know, medicine works for as long as it works. And like on the dot, he's awake, upset again. So that's been the gist of our day, past couple days. This is the second day in a row that we were supposed to get a bunch of rain. It's not raining here, so. I love living this life. I would absolutely still do it without Levi. Don't take my complaining the wrong way. I'm just the single parent, 7-month pregnant is what's really hard. I don't mind gassing up generators. I don't mind bringing in a little water. I just make sure things are of sizes that I can handle. You know, gas cans are not, well, I mean, these are full for the most part, but like our 7-gallon water jugs, I just make sure they're not 100% full when I have to deal with them, just weight wise. But I love this life. I would not change a thing. The funnel is really awesome. It keeps water from getting in the generator gas, which is very common up here. So they're really important for us. Update from him. They're definitely not staying the full 18 days, which we pretty much knew. We were 99% sure 18 days was not happening, at least for Levi. His dad might have wanted to, but now that they've been there a while, they're both really, they're worn out. It's been about 7 days, I think. Are you hauling water? Wow. That's very cool. Not that water is not like a precious commodity around here. I fully decided that the reason I'm struggling like mentally with him being gone, it's not him being gone so much as it is not knowing when he's coming home. There's no date to look forward to, no 5 more days, 4 more days. It's just been okay, we've been at it 7. Could it be 11 more? We don't really know.
Oi.
You got water?
Oh.
That's nice, bud. That's real nice. All right, we're gonna save seeds from this dead head. I don't think I have any tall yellow ones. See, there's the seeds right there. I don't think I have any tall yellow ones yet. I'm pretty sure I've got tall orange. That's not quite as dried out as we want them. I know I saved a bunch of these guys already. Good morning. Well, it's a little bit later than morning now. How are we doing? Yeah. Tell me all about it. You know what? Let's check for eggs. Henry's having fun. I want to drag him back inside before it's raining. Don't get too excited. There are wooden eggs in here that apparently I didn't warn my mom and niece about. I don't see any besides there's 6 wooden ones. So, let's see. Anything over here? Unless I go back and look at my footage that I wasn't really paying attention to. Watch there be an egg. Can you drag me one of those big old water tank containers? That's next on my list. Okay, help me up. Pull! Pull on me. Pull! Here, there you go. Get some leverage on me. Thank you. Oh, he's still pulling. Oh, jeez. So what we're going to do with these water jugs, they're 7 gallons. So they're way too heavy for the pregnant lady to be doing too much with. So I'm going to drain them down to like 4 or 5 gallons and use the excess on the garden. Then I'll be able to get these up. This is my plan all along. Holy smokes, he's a strong man. Thank you. Okay, you still playing? You can still play. 31 weeks pregnant. I'm a professional. This one's empty, which I realized when Henry picked up. I mean, it's really heavy still. Super strong, man. Would you like to get down? No. All right, well then you gotta get out of my way. So this little one's empty. Let's go ahead and get water into this to start. Then I'm not wasting any of it on the garden. Oh, whoa. Some of these leak. We've had these. We've been using these since we lived in the camper in Colorado when we very first started YouTube and we very first sold our house in Colorado. We've been using at least 3 of these that long. 2 of them. We've broken a couple. They're only 25 bucks. They don't last forever. Voila. Water.
Hauling fuel from the airstrip. Handy dandy.
Waterfall.
Your dad's coming home. He's coming home early. Today's Thursday. He's supposed to come home tomorrow. And that's assuming the weather breaks a little bit. It's a little overcast. And they're not going to fly if it's not good flying. So, but I have a really crazy, messy house to clean up. It's not like Levi's not used to a messy house. I'm a little embarrassed at how messy it got. It's been just really exhausting chasing the toddler around, so I've let a lot of things fly that I usually wouldn't. We'll cook a big dinner for him because he's been living on like hot dogs and peanut butter jellies while he's working like a typical guy. And maybe we can start getting back into some normalcy here. The thing that I feel like I have a lot to like that I was planning on wrapping up today, but now Levi's coming home today. I showed you guys how I pulled the dead head of the marigold, and I was just going to show you how the seeds come out. This is not me pretending to be like some kind of genius, but Levi's mom told me, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. So, I don't know. This camera, it's hard to tell if it's focused. These are the seeds. If you've ever seen marigold seeds, it's literally just the base of the petal. Look at all those seeds. I just pull this guy off, and that's literally all marigold seeds. So anyway, I remembered that I showed pulling this and wanted to finish it up. Look at them all. This is like, that's like a third. So it'll be like a total of what, 11? If your dad gets home today, it'll be 11 days he was gone. If he gets home tomorrow, it'll be 12 days. So let's hope this weather clears up because they're not, they're not flying in bad weather. Just to get home a little earlier, but. Okay, remember, we gotta get it good and flat. Good job. Alright, do that one. Thank you. Let's do another one. That's a lot of talk here, bud. Okay, good and flat. Let me get a little more on this one. Hey! What? Here, let me just go. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. All right, T-minus an hour. Check my recipe here. What am I forgetting? He texted me that they landed safely, but then the truck battery was dead. So I figured go ahead and make some dessert. He made a good paycheck while he was out there, so it's definitely worth it. It was a lot of struggles. I have not lied to you guys at all about the struggles. I definitely did not show you like the peak messy house because I do have some pride. This video was not really what I planned. I kind of planned on being like this super mom that was all productive the whole time, and it kind of turned into probably a lot more of me talking, showing, the little things we're doing, but I just really hitting some exhaustion here, and swore I wouldn't send myself into preterm labor while Levi was gone. So I appreciate you tagging along. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programs next Saturday. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe. That helps a lot with YouTube. Sends our videos out more when it's sends our videos out, helps us with our analytics algorithm, all that good stuff. And this is how we make our income besides Levi's little stints here and there. So we highly appreciate all the support, and we'll see you guys next week. What you looking at? You see anything? Come on! Come on, Gus! Let's go get him! Who's that? Who is that? pussy paw. Where's he been?
Is that Grandpa?
He's like, what's Grandpa doing though? Why did he steal you for so long? I think that's a look of the audacity that you've been gone so long. Hi. He's like, why'd Grandpa leave?
You see if this is hurt? Let me see. How many you got in there?
There you go.
Oh, drop back down. Teeth? They've been hurting you? What do we got out there? Anything?
What's out there? I think he's mad at you.
Gus, you didn't say hi.